They don't match. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Gems, it's Cindyrella. I'm not even speaking up. I was waiting for her to pass because she was being nosy. Anyway. Hey, Gems, it's Cindyrella OG, and welcome back to my channel. So, I think I said last time that I was going to have a nurse on my channel, correct? And I came through with my promise. So today we have Andrea here. Do you pronounce it Andrea or Andrea?
I actually go by both. As long as people don't call me like Andy or something that's just not my name, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Andrea because I think it sounds flat. Okay. So, you know, if you guys saw my last vlog, you saw that I was at this women's empowerment session called #Goals, run by My Identity. And a little birdie told me that My Identity was actually founded by Andrea herself. Yes. So, you want to talk a little about My Identity?
Yes, definitely. My Identity is an organization for women, especially college-age women. It's an organization to kind of help them reach their full potential. So we want to definitely have live events, which you had attended. #Goals, a women empowerment session. So we had like brand strategists, we had real estate, we had people talking about relationships, everything that a woman needs. And so we had these powerful women just coming to speak and pour into the, young girls that came. And it's for all women. A lot of people say, well, is it just for college age? But I have a heart for college age. It's especially for college age women, but it's for all women of all ages. Because I feel like we can all learn from any age group. We can learn from anyone. And so we had our special guest, Yvonne, who came and showed up. And she definitely just had everyone was silent, just listening to her motivational speech, and it was very encouraging. And so, basically what she spoke about was, don't settle for less. Go after your dreams and go after those things. And I feel like, the events like this is going to kind of help motivate young women to go after their dreams and not to settle. So that's the whole purpose of My Identity. It was founded in 2015. We did a vision board party.
Okay.
And it was in Irving. It was at a hotel. And then everyone was like, Andrea, you need to do this more often, like every 4 months. And I was like, I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, yeah. But I was like, okay, yes, we have a vision board, but how are we going to actually accomplish all these things on our vision board?
Facts.
So that's when that's where this idea of #Goals, a women empowerment session, came in. And so we have women who are going to actually show you how to actually go about accomplishing all those things. And we really listen to the women that come. Like, they fill out their feedback and say, hey, I would like to see this next year. So we want to do this annually. And, I love it. I'm so passionate about women. I want to see women win big.
Yes. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for inviting me and letting me bring Vicky along with me as well. It was such a great time, y'all. I'm sure y'all saw that in the last vlog.
Yes.
I'm so ready for the next year's event.
A big girl party.
Yeah, I'm so excited for everything that is to come with it, because this is what I speak about,
Yeah.
So just to see other people accomplishing it, just putting it out on a map and making it real is just so inspiring.
Yeah.
And you are an inspiration. If no one has ever told you before, you are, because that is just mind-blowing. And then with your career and everything, you're still keeping it going, and you still have so much to accomplish. That's so amazing and just so commendable. So with that being said, I guess we're gonna go ahead and start getting into the questions. So for our first question, I want to know, what schools did you attend in your undergraduate and your nursing school?
Oh, perfect.
And what was your major in undergraduate, and why did you make that major?
I went to Texas Women's University, TW.
We have
an undefeated football team.
We do.
But the trick about it is we don't have a football team, so that's why we're undefeated. So.
Yeah.
So Texas Women's University, I went there for all my undergrad, and I did nursing school there as well. I did a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. It was definitely a rigorous program.
Yeah,
but
especially through TW.
Believe me, when you come out of nursing school through TW, you are ready. You are prepared. There's nothing you did not learn or see already. And so honestly, comparing TW grads with other students from other schools, we definitely excelled and had a lot more skills, because it was definitely a rigorous program.
I understand that completely.
Yes.
So what exactly inspired you to be a nurse?
Yes, my mom's a nurse, and she is a nurse in the trauma unit. My dad's a pharmacist, so we have a lot of very health-oriented people in my family.
Yeah.
And so when I was in high school, I always made the joke, like, I just took all the ology classes. Like, seriously, like, I took health science, and I just had a knack for it. It just made sense. Medical terminology, it just made sense. Like, I just had a feel for it. We would do the HOSA competitions and stuff, and I would get involved, and we would go to different like schools and stuff and compete, and it was fun. Like, I just enjoyed it, and I remember I had really good teachers, like Mr. Krishu, just really good, amazing teachers at my high school that made health science fun. So it just made sense.
And that's really important, especially for like any profession you want to go to. Make sure you're passionate about it. And I like, because a lot of people say, our Nigerian parents will push us to those medical fields because they know it's successful. But one thing is, like, some people are actually really passionate about it. Like, I am actually passionate about learning about people's minds, which is why I'm a psychology major, and I'm actually passionate about wanting to go into optometry. So that's like one thing I try to tell everyone: make sure what you're doing, you're not just doing it for a paycheck. You're passionate about what you want to do. So yeah, I really like that. So generally speaking, what attributes helped you succeed in attaining your nursing degree?
I would definitely say one teacher, because when I went to nursing school, my first 2 semesters, I struggled. It was not easy, because it was like a big transition, being at the professional level versus being, taking your prerequisites. There's a lot more in-depth studying. And I had met with the professor, and I'm like, hey, I'm struggling, I don't know, what is it? What am I not getting? I'm taking this exam, I'm trying the best I can. And she said, well, a lot of students don't really study deep enough. And it just hit me, and I was just like, wow. And I took her advice, and I changed my study habits, and I really did an in-depth study of my books. Like, I made sure I understood the content. Like, I read everything and had a good understanding. And especially if you're going to be a nurse, you want to know this stuff, so you'll be able to be knowledgeable and take care of your patients. And so it was like, I enjoyed it. It was tough, because I remember I would go to UT Southwestern, and I would call it study Saturdays, and I'll just be at UT Southwestern studying, and then I would go and look for videos to kind of supplement my study and to kind of help me see it visually. Like, I'll look for YouTube videos of a procedure, or I'll look for a Mayo Clinic. That's a really good website. Mayo Clinic is really good just for studying for all you nursing students out there, and just to have to see people talk about the same disease or the same illness in different ways, and then you get the basics from your notes from your teacher. So you really got to learn each teacher. Every teacher is different. The way they they test. So I recorded a lot. I did a lot of recording, and I would repeat it a lot. And then they came to a point where I just knew what my teacher was going to say next, like in the recording. And so you have the recording, you have your notes, and you have those videos in Mayo Clinic, and just a lot of supplemental material, and just making sure you have a good understanding. So if you can teach it to a layperson, then you understand it. So yeah.
That's very true. You can teach it.
If you can teach somebody, you understand it.
That's good. I'm guessing you were very involved in school with organizations and such. Was it hard for you to balance that with your schoolwork, and then on top of that, trying to get into nursing school in your undergrad and everything?
I remember in undergrad, I really put school first when I was doing undergrad. I haven't really been as involved in organizations than I am now. Now I'm learning how to balance work, school life, and organizations at the same time. Because I'm also the community service chair for Umoibo Unite Dallas chapter, and balancing that with the work and school and everything. I was like, wow, is this what people experience? Because I always put school for me it was either work or school, or I never really had to balance. Now I'm doing that now, experiencing it now, and I think it's a good thing, because it's good to be well-rounded. It's good to be able to do more than one thing, because time goes by so fast. Life is really short, and in order to experience more, sometimes you have to challenge yourself and put yourself in challenging situations. But I did do some organizations, but I wasn't as actively involved as I could have been. you know, because I was so focused on, okay, I need to get into nursing school. I need to make this certain GPA. So that was my focus when I was in undergrad. But now I'm trying to like be more involved. So now I'm experiencing that. How do you balance this?
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like it's like there's always something to do. Like there's always something on my calendar, and like it keeps me busy and it's exciting. You know.
That's inspiring. Because I think everyone suffers from time poverty. Yeah. So we're all time impoverished and we're all trying to figure out how to fit everything in our schedule. But having a clear balance, that is just a goal of mine.
Yes, it is. That's a hashtag goal.
Hashtag goal. We're on our last question. Whoa.
Wow.
So I ask this question to every professional that I interview because I usually try to interview people of color, preferably. Hashtag preferably. Preferably. So, if you don't know what that means, does your mom ever do that?
My friends have.
My mom does this. So, the question is, what is it like being an underrepresented minority in your field?
In my profession, okay. That's a very, very good question. And to be honest with you, I feel like the world that we live in, you know, a lot of people still see color. And I think it's important that we embrace people's differences. I think it's easy when you're in the workplace and you see someone from a different background to just assume. But I think it's important to, if you are the only person of your, you know, race that's in the workplace, I think it's important to just be the best you that you can be. You know, show people that, you know, you're not a stereotype. You know, show people that that you are successful, that you are smart, that you're just as capable, that you know, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You just be the best for you. You know, I feel like, you know, everybody should, you know, strive to be their best, no matter what color you are, you know, but people still see color, and that's sad, you know. It's unfortunate, but we just have to strive to be our best at all times, you know.
That's very true. Yeah, so those are all the questions that I have for you today.
That was a tough question.
I know. I always save it for last just to see what kind of impact I can give to anyone, because no one really thinks about it. When you really think about that kind of question, and even as a student, some people need to think about how does it feel, how do you feel being underrepresented at your university, in any aspect of it, because the fact of the matter is we all are underrepresented minorities. So we have to think about how are we able to be so successful in a world where everything is meant to be making us fail, you know? So that's why I like to ask everybody that question.
It's a good question. It's important to be real and authentic, because people need to know. I have a lot of stories, you know, where, you know, people have treated me different because of the color of my skin while I was in professional school and stuff. But look at me now. You know, like you still strive for the best, you know. And the right people are going to see you for who you are, and that's all that matters. There's always going to be negative people, but the right people will see you for who you are, and that's all that matters. You don't lower yourself to what someone else's negative mindset. Don't lower your standards and, you know, play the same game that they're playing. Just continue to be the best that you can be. Now, this was a fun interview, and I'm so thankful that you.
Thank you so much for letting me.
She snatched me up.
So guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Andrea, for having me. Wow. This isn't Cindyrella OG anymore, it's Andrea OG. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for coming on and, you know, talking to everybody about your profession and everything. I really appreciate you coming out here for me. And also, guys, if you have any questions that you would like to ask Andrea, let me know so that I can go ahead and give that back to you. Let all your comments be down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe for more. I have many more videos coming out soon, so y'all just make sure to watch out for those. And you know, if you want to contact me, hit me up on all of my social media. I'll also leave her social media down below, her websites and everything for my identity, if it's for her personally or anything that she wants to put
if
out
you have
there.
any questions, you know, feel free to contact me.
Awesome. So y'all can really have your own little mentor right here. So, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed and beautiful Sunday. Bye, Gems.